Hi, this is PR Sundar. Welcome to Dalal Street Week Ahead program sponsored by Delta.Exchange. Usually I do this video on Sunday, but today I'm traveling back to India from Dubai. So that's why I thought maybe if I can shoot tomorrow morning another video. So I thought doing the Dalal Street Week Ahead now. First, let us look at the broader picture. Number one, Nifty traded above 22,000 just before HDFC Bank result. For two trading sessions, it closed above 22,000. But after the HDFC Bank result, it was a disaster, and markets have fallen. And since then, FIIs have sold nearly 50,000 crores worth of shares. In between, there was a report that said mutual funds have bought 14,000 crores worth of HDFC Bank shares. When the media says mutual funds have pumped in 14,000 crore just to buy HDFC Bank shares, the big question comes, who is the counterparty? Who sold 14,000 crore worth of shares in HDFC Bank? So what is their view? Why are they becoming so pessimistic? So that's a big question. However, broader markets are looking very, very good. And Friday, many sectoral indices ended either at 52-week high or at all-time high. Pharma index, I think it is all-time high. Auto index, all-time high. IT index at 52-week high. Next 50, mid cap. And so the broader markets are doing extremely well. One day Reliance goes up 7%. Another day TCS goes up by 4%. Another day State Bank of India goes up by 10% in two trading sessions. Another day Mahindra and Mahindra going up by 7-8% in two trading sessions. Like these are the big companies shooting up like anything, 5%, 10%. So this is clearly a bull market. As I always say, a bull market, traders will find it very difficult to trade because the markets will be moving in random, violent. But if you see after some time, markets will be higher. So on January 16, Nifty closed about 22,000. But after struggling for 1 month, once again, yesterday, Nifty closed above 22,000. So that shows the bullishness. Now, coming back to what next for this week particularly. So number one, US markets have fallen on Friday. Last few times when the US markets fell after the inflation report, uniformly markets recovered in the next 2 to 3 days. So we don't know this time, especially Friday, that was yesterday. In the last half an hour, there was a huge selling. That's probably because, number one, US markets were trading at all-time high. And number two, Monday is a US market holiday. So anything can happen in 3 days weekend. So probably that was one of the reasons why there was a huge sell-off. But first time in the last many weeks, when US market is down, GIFT Nifty was trading in positive territory. So that shows that our market is resilient. Okay, number one. So our market closed above 22,000 after more than a month. That's one positive news. Second positive news, this 14,000 crore pumped in by the mutual funds will make sure that HDFC Bank does not fall anymore. Who knows, it can recover also. Since most of the indices are trading at 52-week high or all-time high, there is a possibility what happened in SBI, Mahindra and Mahindra, TCS and Reliance, if anything happens like that in HDFC Bank, so that is when the Bank Nifty will also be inching towards all-time high, and the Nifty can take out all-time high very easily. In fact, yesterday, when US markets were trading in green, GIFT Nifty was indicating around 22,195. So that is almost all-time high for us. And because Nifty future, it was trading at 100-point premium previously. Yesterday, that premium has come down to 40 to 50 points. So if you future is around 22,195, the spot should be 21, 125, 135. That is equivalent to all-time high. However, because the US markets fell in the last half an hour, the GIFT Nifty also fell. So there is every likelihood that next week, if all goes well, so Nifty may test all-time high. So that is the expectation. Last week, when I said about US markets, I said all the events are over. Actually, I forgot. There was something called producer price index inflation that was due yesterday. So that came much worse than expected. So that was the reason why there was a sell-off in US markets. And that was one mistake from my side. Another mistake from my side, I think I mentioned, NVIDIA results is coming on Tuesday. It's actually not Tuesday, it is on Wednesday. That too Wednesday after the market hours. So that is the only slightly bigger event for US markets. So otherwise, US markets also have no events, and Indian markets also, there are no major events for the rest of the 2 weeks. Now, coming back to the levels. So Nifty, as I told you earlier, 21,500 to 22,200. So that is the range I forecasted last Sunday also and the previous Sunday also, last 2 weeks. But now there is a possibility that this HDFC Bank may see some kind of a short covering. Global cues are good. Japan market, it has hit fresh all-time high nearly after how many years? Around 35 years. So Japan index Nikkei hit a all-time high around 1989 or 1990. Then after that, it has come down. Now after 35 years, now it has hit all-time high again. In the last 1 year, Japan index has given 50% return. So that is a kind of bullishness many markets are having. So India, there is no reason for us to be bearish among other markets. So Indian markets are always bullish. I think I must have given some comparison. In 2007, 2008, Nifty was at 6,000 and China index was also 6,000. When the Lehman Brothers collapse came, we came down from 6,000 to 3,000. China index also came from 6,000 to 3,000. Then from there, from 3,000, we have gone to 22,000 now. The China index from 3,000, it is still at 3,000 only. The China Shanghai index has given zero return in last 15 years. So Indian markets always outperform the other emerging markets. So given the global setup, I think now we have to see that resistance around 22,500. So earlier I'd said 22,200. Now we have to take another 300 points. So however, there will be a lot of volatility, especially when the markets touches all-time high. There'll be a hell lot of volatility. So markets tested 22,124, 125 2 times already. But third time, if that is taken out, so the rally is likely to be powerful. But however, ahead of the parliament election, there are a lot of uncertainties. So that rally may not be straight line or consistent. So it's bound to be very, very choppy. So other than that, so coming week, there are no more important events or anything like that. So the markets may be taking its own course, and FII selling and DII buying, this tug of war continues and making markets more choppy. So the Bank Nifty is making more than 1,000 point on almost everyday basis. So yesterday was the first time. Yesterday, few things. Number one, the Nifty future premium, Bank Nifty future premium has come down drastically. Bank Nifty future premium was around 300 points. That has come down to only 100 point. So that shows, like there'll be no more speculation. That's number one. Number two, India VIX, it's on the downward trajectory for the last few days. So all these point to some kind of a stability in the market. So markets may not be making more than 1,000 point move going forward. So yesterday was the first time Nifty traded within a 100-point range, roughly about. Bank Nifty about 500-point range. So going forward, we can expect more stability and range-bound market. Maybe from where the market closed yesterday, maybe plus or minus uh, like 300, 400 point for the weekly expiry. For monthly expiry, plus or minus 500 point. So that is a view. So of course, we need to keep watching HDFC Bank, Axis Bank after this Paytm saga, and then Reliance Industries, etc. So in US markets, they call it as a magnificent seven, the top seven stock. In India, we call Heritic stock, the seven top stocks. So, out of the seven top stocks, HDFC Bank and Kotak Bank has given zero return in last 4 or 5 years. But still our index is doing well. So that's why if you want to invest, better always invest in Nifty Bs, index funds rather than individual stocks, unless you know the company very well. So that's it for now. Hope you enjoyed listening to this audio. Thank you for listening.